to redouble their efforts to investigate allegations of serious sexual assault against the late Lord Brittan. Just days after the former Home Secretary's death, Tom Watson has insisted he's right to speak out on behalf of survivors of child abuse. In his first broadcast interview, he spoke to Sky's Tom Parmenter.
At the peak of his career, Lord Brittan reached the very heights of government. A close ally of Margaret Thatcher, who served as a loyal Home Secretary. His family said last week his death followed a long battle with cancer. His legacy, though, is still overshadowed by questions about how he handled allegations of child abuse. Now, one MP has gone on the record, ready to go further than ever before.
My condolences to the Brittan family. I know they will be grieving a loved one, and what I say will be distressing for them. I wouldn't have spoken out unless I'd not had direct conversations with people who allege very serious sexual crimes. I've spoken to two people who I believe are sincere in their view that Lord Brittan broke the law.
The Metropolitan Police have confirmed they are still investigating the rape of a woman from 1967. Lord Brittan had been spoken to as part of the investigation. The police are also investigating claims from another witness, who detectives have described as true and credible. But crucially, at the time of Lord Brittan's death, none of it had been proven, none of it tested in a court of law. The many tributes to Lord Brittan last week showed how he was held in the very highest regard.
I particularly want to pay tribute to him as a former member of this House and former Home Secretary, and he was a kind, assiduous and brilliant man.
As far as I know, he behaved perfectly properly. I think it's a tragedy that his last days were dogged by these quite unsubstantiated allegations.
Official paperwork shows Lord Brittan was certainly aware of claims about other individuals. This letter to Geoffrey Dickens, just one example, where quite rightly he asked for more evidence. But the Westminster of the 1980s was a place where police investigations could be halted.
We cannot allow cases to go uninvestigated just because the police fear either a public backlash or, the figures are too powerful. No one is beyond the law in this country.
Since making his claims, Mr. Watson has received new information about further abuse at Dolphin Square, close to Westminster. It's a residential block already under police investigation. The new claims do not relate to Lord Brittan, but suggest what some survivors know, that the full truth still hasn't come out. Tom Parmenter, Sky News.
A court has heard claims that Gary Glitter abused a 13-year-old girl who was introduced to him backstage as a surprise. The alleged victim said the star kissed her and slid his hand up her skirt. Glitter denies all allegations.